Today was super crazy slow, and then bam, a bunch of stuff hit, and we ended up having over $1,000 day from this morning until tonight. And so here's a quick look at what we sold today. The Crazy Picker Life with Wheeler, Dealer, and Banana Peeler. It's Wednesday, July 6th. You're looking at my new UPS calendar I installed. Got everything up and running here. Still trying to figure out my internet. My Wi-Fi, for whatever reason, is a little light in this corner. Okay, I'll get that sorted out and on with Wednesday. By the way, I got a bright and early start again today. It's 5:26 a.m. I wonder what's in there. A chair? A red one like that black one? I don't think that's what's in there. Boy, they really wrapped this thing up. Well, I have to hand it to them. They wrapped it pretty well and got it here. This looks kind of familiar. No glass on this one. Well, here's what I did. I purchased this Schlitz factory proposal type print type thing, nicely framed and matted. A little earlier this year when we went to Wisconsin, I listed it up a couple weeks ago, and when I was doing that, I noticed a comparable online selling for $150 or best offer. Well, I wanted to list this one for a bunch more because I don't want to sell it. I'm waiting for the right person. These are relatively scarce, except for this one. So I decided to corner the market. So I offered him $100. Now I have two. I plan to list this one for double what I paid for it, being that it's a nice print, but it's not mounted very well. And if they want the super print, which I'd rather keep, they'll have to pay up for it. We took yesterday off at the track. We took yesterday off of running. I guess we don't always come to the track. Today, Wednesday, we're at the track doing a light recovery workout. Boys ran 2 races in 3 days, including that 5-miler. Pretty rough on them. I'm struggling all around. I'd try to run a couple laps here and walk a couple laps. Let's see how the other boys are doing. Tomorrow they've got basketball camp starting. They've got Thursday, Friday, Saturday basketball camp.
So then, from here, lay down here, and then come back home at 1 a.m., 1 p.m., whatever.
There is a slow and easy recovery workout.
Trying my latest stride, it's like the opposite foot.
Wheeler's having a hard time getting going this morning. Here comes Banana Peeler. He's about halfway done with his 2 miles plus. He looks like he's just having a regular workout day. Here's your coffee maestro. This is what coffee does to a 17-year-old.
I haven't had coffee this morning yet.
Right, hasn't had his coffee and tells me that he wants to start sleeping till noon. Doesn't eat anything. Burnout.
Great.
There he goes. Gonna do it, folks. So I used to be a good goal setter, and I've kind of fallen off that. I have my excuses like my child being born number 5 and number 6 in my mid-40s. That's my biggest excuse for not running a lot. I made the excuse that having 2 babies around the house in my mid-40s really wiped me out, which it did. So I need to start setting some goals, and for these boys, I help them and we're gonna have to set a race goal for sometime in August so that we have something to work towards. And I need to get some kind of goal so I actually get off my butt and start running again more consistently. The youth is our future. Here they are, pruning the long jump pit. As soon as I put the camera on him, he got man muscles and his form improved. That's funny. So I guess I want to expand on a theory here a little bit. You know, I went to this race in Hays, Kansas. They had probably, I don't know, close to 200 people there. And one observation that I made is they had pretty much age groups 20 to 29, 30 to 39, 40 to 49, 50 to 59. And I found it interesting. I wasn't racing, so I watched the race and I listened to the times, and then I looked at the awards and I followed up and all that kind of stuff to see where I would fall if I was running the way I want to be running, or even running at all, if I would have lumped through it. And the competitive age groups were, you know, there were some competitive 15 through 20, but the most competitive age group was 20 to 29 and 50 to 59. And there was an equal number of people, participants, in the 30 to 39 and the 40 to 49, but their times were slow. Nobody there was in shape. There was only maybe one or maybe two people out of, you know, 30 in those two age groups that were actually in shape and running 6-minute or 7-minute miles. And I can make all kinds of conclusions, but the one that sticks out to me is the 20 to 29 year olds. For the most part, if they have kids and responsibility, they can muscle through that. And of course, a lot of those guys were in their lower 20s and probably didn't have kids. And then the 50 to 59, for the most part, the kids are out of the house. The financial responsibility, for the most part, is probably done. And you know, they start over. And those guys were tough, man. There was 4 or 5 of those guys that were running the 5K right around 20 to 21 minutes, which is clipping right along. I mean, it's not super fast, but you know, you're talking sub 7-minute miles. And so that was impressive. And so obviously that fits in with my mindset of having, you know, kids. I've got 6, and just the day-to-day is kind of like a race every day in a sense. So you don't really want to race races back to back to back to back to back. My life kind of feels like a daily race back to back to back to back. Unfortunately for running and racing, I'm gonna have to live through my kids for a while. I think I'll get back out there. I do want to be competitive. As far as not having kids around, oh man, I started late, so I might have to make my comeback in the 60 to 69 age group. Starting to get some mud on my floor here, oh man. Okay, I found a good excuse to get out and ride around in my Jeep a little bit. I'm gonna go take the packages to USPS a little bit early. This trip that I'm taking this weekend, starting late this weekend on Sunday, was only planned a couple weeks ago, so I'm having to scramble a little bit on some things. We've got 10 packages today. It's a little early, but gonna get out, get some cash for the trip, and take these packages in. Later on, I need to get out and get the van tires rotated, and I'm gonna change the oil myself. So I've got some things I've got to do later this afternoon. I usually make my post office run about 3 o'clock. So let's go get some money and drive around. Okay, packages delivered. I beat the 15-minute tow-away zone off to the bank. Gotta stop at the U-Safe shop though, can't pass it by. Nothing today at the U-Safe shop. Sometimes there's good stuff. Okay, got my money for the trip, and I did stop at our local flea market, and this is the 5th sign like this that I picked up. This one's 28 bucks. It takes me about a half hour to take it apart, and then typically I think I can double my money on these, so they're just bread and butter, kind of cool. Had to pick up something today. So our average day for sales for 2015 was about $700 a day. Today was super crazy slow, and then bam, a bunch of stuff hit, and we ended up having over $1,000 day from this morning until tonight. And so here's a quick look at what we sold today. Tommy Hilfiger Game Boy, Logitech cordless mouse, green, Tonka RV, and this is a big one. This is a Nikon lens that went for 600 bucks or 550. We paid $100 for that. Another Nikon lens went for 70 bucks. Wheeler's been doing a great job on camera stuff. Filter for 17 bucks. Another Nikon lens, 73 bucks. Hasselblad accessory, 24 bucks. Graflex flash unit, 28 bucks. Nippon Kagagu Nikon filter lens, 16 bucks. Small little film spool, almost 10 bucks. Hasselblad handle, 15 bucks. Minolta lens cap, 16 bucks. And a Polaroid, 250, 80 bucks. So hey, that's a good day. Anytime we can get over $1,000 in one day in sales, that's good. With the profit margin on these items, we're looking at about, if you just take what we paid for it, $600-700, $800 at a stretch profit. Now obviously there's expenses for travel and all the expenses of our office and paying Wheeler and paying myself and all that kind of good stuff. But hey, that's a really good day. So 14 items. Really most of those came in. In fact, all those came in afternoon. So last 10 hours. I think it really started picking up about 4 p.m. So I'd like to show that off a little bit. I guess I'm excited when we have a good day. We've certainly had a few slow days in the last couple of weeks. For the most part, steady. But anytime you have over $1,000 day in our business, I get excited and I know we're on the right track. Okay, hey, if you've enjoyed watching the show, please do give us a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. Everybody in our family appreciates that. And if you haven't subscribed, please do that. We'll get some more videos out to you. And we definitely like reading your comments. And if you have any questions on anything we do, we like those too. Okay, hey, have a good night and more tomorrow.